I think we can all agree that we are addicted to fossil fuels. Honestly, the world could not function without fossil fuels. But while we cater to our addiction, government officials are telling us, hey, you know what? You need to buy an electric vehicle. Just don't buy a Tesla. They're also saying that we need to be well aware of the energy that we're using. Yet, we continue to send all of our oil all across the world to help other countries. Does that make sense? And with the heat advisory across most of the United States, we are now being told that we should drive less. We do not need to drive unless we absolutely need to. It's absolutely necessary because driving in the heat will use more oil. But again, they also are saying, yeah, let's continue to get out there. Things are looking better. We don't have to worry about this pandemic anymore, right? It's pretty much over. These are the words that we are being told. What's crazy about all this is it seems like government officials are doing everything they can to push inflation even higher, to make it worse, to make the American people suffer even more. Now, I don't want to get into any conspiracy theories and, hey, this is what's going on, this is what they're doing, but that's what it seems like. And let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Does it seem like government officials are doing everything they can to screw the American people at this time? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Now, here's the thing. I could come on here and I could tell you to stop driving, but honestly, I doubt anybody's going to stop driving just because I say so. And most people aren't driving just for the fun of it. They're driving to get somewhere. And I could also tell you to, not run your air conditioner in your home as much. But when it comes to comfort, I think we would all gladly pay a little bit extra just in order to stay cool, right? I think everybody would. And I can tell you that, President Biden says he's gonna come out, he's gonna urge Congress to enact new legislation to take care of inflation, help the American people, and control our climate. But are you guys gonna believe me if I told you that? Probably not. Because actions speak louder than words. That's what we know. And right now, it doesn't matter if you're in favor of the Biden administration or not. There's not a lot that's been done. It's not all on President Biden, but he's the leader. He's the person in charge. So yeah, the responsibility does fall on him. But right now it's all of Congress. But again, I say this all the time. Congress can't come together and get anything done. That's where we are really screwing up. But here's where we are getting new warnings. And it has nothing to do with Congress. These warnings are coming from energy experts. And this is what they're telling us now. They're saying gas prices are really going to skyrocket if the weather gets too hot and power grids shut down. Have we heard these warnings from Congress? No. Have we heard these warnings from President Biden? No. All we've heard is we are experiencing climate change. Right? That's what's happening. And we need to get a control on this. But how do we do that? Well, we need to pass new legislation. That's what we need to do. We need to make sure we tax the billionaires and large corporations at least 15%. That's what we have to do. Right? That's what we're being told. That if we charge more in taxes, that's going to fix our climate issues. Well, is that really going to happen? Probably not. Because even though lawmakers say, yes, we're going to take this money, we're going to spend it on climate, doesn't mean it's actually going to happen. That's their plan. But if they can get this money from the billionaires and the large corporations, there's other things that they really want to accomplish as well. And that's other parts of President Biden's Build Back Better Act. But here's what else I can tell you. Energy experts are warning that oil refineries would not be able to operate without power. And I think we all realize this. But if they cannot operate and they're already running at almost max capacity and we're still seeing that we are not supplying enough oil to provide for the demand that we are currently having, well, guess what? As a result, oil prices, our oil supply would drop significantly. Demand is going to still stay where it's at. If for some reason the power grid were to get shut down, right? We're having issues there. People are not going to work. What we know is, yes, people are not going to drive as much, but we're still going to be using oil. We're still going to be using gas to get to and from parks. We might stay in our home. We might go to a park. We might go down to the river to jump in because you know what? It's just so hot. This is what we're hearing. And what travel experts are recommending is that you should not focus on what's gonna happen in the future. And I know I'm always talking about prepping and just being prepared for what might come. Make sure you have money in the bank, right? And just have a kind of nest egg. Have a little emergency fund. Just be prepared, right? Well, according to travel experts, they're saying that if oil prices were to skyrocket, if gas prices are to jump, you need to make sure you always have at least half a tank of gas in your car at all times. Do this before prices shoot up. Again, if we see this energy crisis and we see it combined with this massive heat wave that's coming, well, it could be devastating to the American people. But again, this is why I just want to give you this warning. But again, the warnings that we're hearing right now are that the summer heat could cause a massive surge in prices. We know heat could cause roads to buckle. If roads buckle, some people will not be able to get to and from their specific destination for potentially hours. That could hurt. We also know the heat could cause our power grid to go down. And if our power grid goes down, according to reports, this will cause additional inflation. Yeah. And even if the power grid doesn't go down, but we do experience massive heat and these multiple heat waves that we are expected to experience this summer in summer of 2022, according to experts, our utility bill will go through the roof. So yeah, it's not looking great, but I just wanted to fill you in on this little bit of a warning because that's what experts are telling us, that things are going to get worse, but it's not going to be the pandemic, it's not going to be COVID, it's not going to be Russia and Ukraine, it's not going to even be China. It's going to be all coming from within the United States. So, I wish I could give you better news, but at least I can give you a warning. And hey, just make sure you're prepared. I talked about this the other day. Make sure you have water, make sure you have food, make sure you have, things are all charged up. You have a, let's say a solar powered flashlight. You have maybe a solar powered radio. You have gas in your gas tank. Maybe you have an extra gallon or a 5-gallon gas can sitting in your garage. That would be a smart thing to have as well. So again, I just want to give you that little bit of warning. And if any of you have any other advice that you could give other people here on this channel, make sure you put your advice down in the comment section below, because honestly, I think everybody could use a little more advice. So again, thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.